Hola, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the Flight Sim world. This is Viperstrike 95, and today we are here in Curitiba, Brazil, everyone. That's right, we're back to where we left off um on last Sunday's stream, and today we'll be completing our final flight into the country of Brazil for the journey. We're going to be heading to the historic Iguazu Falls. I hope everyone's going to be enjoying this. I got the scenery um, loaded and ready for today. So good to see you guys. Um, and it's always great to have you guys here. So we're going to be heading over to Sierra Bravo Foxtrot, India today. Will be where we're going to go. So I got that loaded up. Let me go ahead and give you guys the link to the scenery, exclamation point scenery, if you guys want to check it out. So here's today's flight plan. So today's flight plan is going to go, no, that's slideshow. Yeah. We'll see it in a little bit. So here's our today's flight plan. If you do exclamation point route, it'll tell us about the route. This should be a pretty simple route here today. So we'll start here at Sierra Bravo Charlie Tango at Curitiba Alfonso Pena. Then afterwards, we'll make our way out of the airport and we'll head southwest to Foz do Areia Airport, just outside of the Iguazu River. Should be a pretty scenic little airport to fly in and out of. That's going to be a 136 nautical mile leg. And then the second and final leg, we'll be checking out Iguazu Falls before making our landing over at Cadara's International Airport, Sierra Bravo Foxtrot, India, with the landing here. Basically, we're not far from the three-way border between Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay. So we'll get ready for Sunday's trip back here for our trip to Paraguay. So it should be a lot of fun here today. Before we get started loading the fly in the plane, we're going to say hello to everyone in the chat. We have Red Dragon. Good to have you here. No worries. You're alone on in. We have my trusty moderator, Super Typhon, here, lurking. Good to see you, Typhon. And I want to say hello to the rest of the lurkers in chat as well. I hope you guys are having a great day. It'll be a great start to the weekend today. So today's plane we'll be taking is the Cirrus SR-22. You guys should probably know about the SR-22 planes from Cirrus, built out of Duluth, Minnesota, actually, which is in around the northern half of the U.S. state of Minnesota. It's been the world's best-selling GA plane since 2003, with over 7,000 have been built. It's well known for its parachute system that has contributed to its market success. But it's an insanely effective plane. It goes really fast. It has a lot of great combination to make it such a great plane. Its safety record is one. Is its it's actually ranked. It's got relatively good safety except for fatal services. It also has really good range of over 1,000 nautical miles, a really fast cruise speed of 183 knots, and it was thanks to its big old 310 horsepower Continental engine. So very capable plane, can handle just about anything you need. Oh yeah, it's definitely a much better aircraft now. The update for this was definitely a huge improvement. The SR-22, such a nice plane. So great little plane. Superb little aircraft. The new avionics looks amazing on this. It's just a lot of fun. So we're gonna go ahead and start this plane. He's a pretty simple plane to put on. Really simple aircraft to put on and all that. But yeah, I recommend you guys check it. I recommend you guys download the scenery. I'm gonna also keep this scenery on for Sunday's flight as well for the third-party scenery. I'm gonna keep it on Sundays as well because we're gonna also be flying over Itapu Dam, which, by the way, is actually one of the world's largest hydroelectric systems in the globe. Actually, it says it's the third largest hydroelectric dam in the world. It's a huge place. So this scenery also has that too. So we'll keep it for. Oh yeah, it's now a turbo, which means yeah, this thing's gonna be really really fast. So I'm gonna keep the throttle pretty low for this one, so I don't have to worry about outrunning everything. So our cruising altitude today, for this Cirrus, we're going to be at 5,000 feet today. 5,000 is the safe altitude according to my little nav map, so we're going to fly at 5,000 feet. And we can take off from the smaller one-way 11. One-way 11 will be one-way 11 is going to be where we're going to take off. Let's change the water. That's good. Runway here on the taxi. But yeah, I can't believe we're all going to be in the end of Brazil. So we only got only a handful more flights left to go. So after today's flight, we got one planned for Paraguay on Sunday. We'll be flying through the entire country of Paraguay in one go. Because, like I said, Paraguay isn't that large of a South American country. So we can fly to Paraguay in one day. Let's here see if anyone else. I'm going to wait for the taxi. Oh, Red Dragon's the Cessna 114. Nice. Yeah, this should be a lot of fun on today's flight. So I think I got plans for next week's setup. Next week, I'm going to probably do our Firefly Air flight. Well, for my virtual airline flight, I'm going to do something a little different for this one. I'm going to take the 737 again, but this time I'm going to go out of. I'm going to go somewhere a little different, actually. And I want to do something. I'm going to do something different again with the 737. Probably I'm going to do something out of. If I'm thinking this is right, I'm going to probably want to do some of the more flights in South America. I might do another South America flight, which I haven't done in a while. But it's mainly going to be around Santiago. Well, we'll be back in Santiago, but we're going to probably do some flying either in South America, which would be Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, over to Salvador, to Recife, or I'll be probably do some airliner flying in the Caribbean. We're going to go out of St. Martin, make our way down to, first off to Dominica, or Martinique. We'll probably go to, from here to Dominica, and then Dominica over to St. Lucia. Should be some pretty exciting flying with the airliners. I think it should be a lot of fun in the Caribbean. Not many people get to fly in and out of that region with the Gignas. Ah, nice. No worries. Let's go ahead and take off. Taxi. Thanks. Woohoo. Oh, nice. That's awesome. And there's Red Dragon with us in the Cessna 401. Red Dragon with us. Screenshot as we leave the airport. We have Red Dragon with us. This is Curitiba, Brazil's 8th largest city. I'm going to keep it around 150, keep it around 160, 70 knots, so we're going to get this pretty nicely. So yeah, guys, this weekend's going to be some pretty nice stuff this weekend. This weekend, starting with the Two-Toe Murphy community, we'll be doing the Bremen flight starting today. We're going to do the first leg of the Bremen flight from Casement over to Reykjavik. We'll be taking that, but it's part of a 4-stream journey, recreating the historic Bremen flight of 1928, where they flew from Casement over to Reykjavik, then from Reykjavik over to the capital Greenland, Nuuk, and then finally from there to Goose Bay, and then finally from Goose Bay, we'll be making our way over to Block Sabla. We will be recreating that historic flight. That's going to be going through us for 4 weeks. Now, I won't be available for 2 of those weeks due to me being gone for over 14 days. So should be pretty nice to see as well. And then on Saturday we have Allison Johnson. She's back with another recreation stream prepared this Saturday from Leges and Azores to Lisbon. So she's now going from the Azores to mainland Europe again. So she's not far off from completing the rest of her journey. Oh yeah, she's got only 2 more legs after this. She's only got 1 final leg left to go. Well, she's done. Holy crap! Another around the world trip. Pretty insane. And then in terms of other flights of news, um, let's go over some of the MSFS add-on news. So just briefly, I didn't get a chance to do that last time since I was busy trying to manage, um, as well. So it should be pretty interesting. Big news is that April 30th is going to be where Sim Update 15 will be released on April 30th. So yeah, it's going to be out while I'm gone, sadly. And that also probably means that the 777 is going to be out that day too, around that time too. So I might miss the 777 release and a new hub. Oh boy, I'm going to be missing a lot of that stuff. There's also going to be a brand new Ford Tri-Motor by Tucon Flight Sim. So they're going to bring in. So he's working on a brand new Ford Tri-Motor. We already have one already in the sim. From Microsoft previously, but this is his own version of it, and it looks really nice. Featuring authentic cockpit, highly detailed models and textures, dynamic cargo, comprehensive liveries, and more. So this looks really nice. Again, another Ford Tri-Motor can't go wrong. Which, hey, I mean, it's a Ford Tri-Motor. It's very iconic old plane of the era. So should be very, very nice. Lightbeam again is showing off their San Francisco previews for San Francisco International. Again, a lot of people really want to see a San Francisco scenery, so but yeah, hopefully someone makes someone for Dallas, Fort Worth. I mean, in addition, Tropical Sim has released another new airport, and that is actually, here's the funny thing about this. We'll actually be flying to this airport on Sunday. This is Asuncion Silvio Pederosi International in Paraguay. It's Paraguay's busiest airport, serves a hub for Latin Paraguay, with airline services provide South America, as well as other airlines operating here, featuring highly detailed airport, night illumination, PBR materials, and seamless integration. But like I said, looks very, very nice actually. And like I said, again, South America, like Africa, is kind of underdeveloped in terms of scenery. So yeah, Asuncion will be visiting the airport on Sunday. So should be very exciting for sure. Okay, yeah, that's right. They might do something new, Typhon. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be traveling up to Seattle first. I'll be heading to Seattle, then make our way over to That was some pretty exciting news for sure. And then in terms of sports news, I do want to talk about a few sports stuff going on. So for Major League Baseball, if you guys don't remember, Major League Baseball was actually when I did my very first Fight Sim series back, no joke, in 2021. I think I did it in May. I might be my 3rd anniversary stream. Maybe I may recreate one of my flights. But so far, this baseball season has been quite an interesting season, actually, for baseball. Starting with the American League, we have the Yankees becoming might just have the best record in all of baseball. 10-3 record for the Yankees. They've been extremely good this year. I mean, to be fair, with the talent they have between Soto, Stanton, and Judge, with Garrett Cole pitching, like, the Yankees look like to be a real threat in the American League. Followed by the Orioles and Rays to round out the top 3 in the AL East. But yeah, the AL East is still looking to be insanely competitive as ever. In the Central, the Guardians and Royals share the top 2 spots. I mean, just imagine the Guardians and Royals last year finished in the bottom half of the league, and now they're good again. Especially the Royals. The Tigers have also played quite well this year. 7-4 record for the Tigers. They won 6-4 in the last 10 games. And then for the American League West, the Rangers, the defending World Series champs Rangers, are still leading the West. But the Angels are not far, just only a half a game back, even without Ohtani. Then the Athletics and Mariners and Astros. I mean, who expected the Astros to fall off that hard? In the National League, the Braves are the best team in the National League, but the Phillies are just only a game back. In the National League Central, I mean, the Brewers leading the division, tied with the Pirates. The Cubs are playing quite decently. The Reds are doing all right. The Cardinals, I mean, the AL Central is very close. The Marlins have been, by the way, in the NL East, the Marlins have been absolutely horrible this year. Them and the White Sox are the 2 worst teams in baseball. Thanks. And following the West, the Dodgers are leading the division. Dodgers are just only 3. Dodgers and Diamondbacks are just 3 games back. In the West. Definitely some important baseball stuff for sure. So, yeah, the senior here kind of looks We have Red Dragon with us. So Red Dragon C Ryan's with us. We also have an EC-45, but he's probably still Curitiba, around that area. Yeah, the scenery here looks pretty nice for Brazil. Pretty nice. You got some of the hilly terrain in this area. Definitely looks very, very nice. Definitely a pretty area for sure here in definitely have some great scenery for sure. So we're gonna head our way over. For, so, um, yeah, it's hard to believe that this is actually going to be our last trip in Brazil for this entire series. Huge country, let's not forget. We had a great time so far. Getting to Brazil, we got to learn about the tropical rain, Amazon River and rainforest, Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. We got to explore quite a bit of stuff here in Brazil. I mean, of course, we're going to go save the best for last, the Iguazu Falls, which should be absolutely stunning here today. But as for plans for the streams as well, I think next week we only got 2 streams next week. I think Wednesday's going to probably be um, it's probably going to be somewhere in Texas. I'm probably going to be doing something else with the DC-3 again. I'm probably going to look at some more historical flights that have been done with the DC-3, and I'll probably do those. I'll probably look for some timetable stuff with the DC-3. Maybe I might see if I can do something out of our Pittsburgh hub, which I haven't done much out of Pittsburgh lately, so I want to do something out of Pittsburgh. That's probably what I'm probably going to look at is do something out of our Pittsburgh hub with the DC3. That's probably what I'm going to be looking at. And of course, Friday, um, we're going to be going from Paraguay, Asunción. We'll fly our way into Uruguay next Friday, so should be nice. And as we visit another South American country, and that way we'll be going to Montevideo, which is Uruguay's colorful, vibrant capital, and that'll prepare us for when I get back to go to the next place after Montevideo will be on the Friday we get back. Guess what? We're going to be checking out Buenos Aires in Argentina. Now that is something you guys are probably going to definitely be looking forward to. Is Buenos Aires. And I think you guys are going to definitely be looking forward to check out Buenos Aires. We'll talk all about the city, as well as briefly about Argentina's history. I'll talk more when we fly down to Ushuaia. So definitely a pretty relaxing flight. But yeah, when I get this weekend, I'm gonna take a look at what kind of DC3 flights from Pittsburgh we could take, because there definitely be a few options for a flight like that. For one, I could look for Pittsburgh to Detroit or something like that. Cleveland, Detroit, something like that. That could be one. But I want to do something more historical for that one. So that would probably be what I'm planning on. But there's definitely going to be some pretty exciting stuff for sure. So, so the next thing I also want to talk about as well is, well, one of the nice things about flying into Brazil, I think one of my favorite parts of the journey so far was definitely when I checked out the Caribbean. Like the Caribbean had so many nice places to fly. Like for example, I really enjoyed my time in the Dominican Republic and Haiti. That was beautiful to fly. Dominica and St. Lucia were stunning as well. St. Vincent, the Grenadines, Grenada, like so many really great Caribbean countries to fly over. That was very nice to take that with the general aviation stuff. And of course, I'm also enjoyed flying a lot in South America. They had some really cool places to fly. Brazil was nice. So was Venezuela and Guyana. But yeah, I'm really interested to check out Argentina and Chile. So yeah, I'm looking forward to when we get to Patagonia because if you guys haven't flown in Patagonia, it's an absolute gorgeous place to fly over. Because once we get to Ushala, we're gonna take the fighter jets and just fly around the entire Patagonia area, exploring the scenery and stuff, and make our way over to Chile and all that, and check out the national parks, including Torres de Paine National Park. We'll be checking all that out with the fighter jets, and then make our way over to Chile, and we'll talk about Chile as well. That's kind of what my plan is. I can't wait to check out more of the flights to South America. Then once we do that South American thing, we're gonna do some more general aviation around this area as well. We're gonna fly GA across much of this area, maybe with the TBM or something. Just fly with the TBM, fly over the mountains, and make your way eventually to Puerto Montt, and then probably go to Concepcion and make our way over to Santiago. But yeah, we're going to do plenty of general aviation through this part of South America because the area around Chile, Argentina, the Andes is absolutely gorgeous. So we'll be doing plenty of amazing flying. So that's what I'm planning on doing for South America. I also get the Machu Picchu scenery, check out Machu Picchu, Peru, fly over to Lima, and then make our way up from Lima, eventually make our way over to Firefly Air's very own hub in Ecuador. Then check out Colombia, into Cartagena, then make our way over to Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, Belize, then check out Mexico. We're probably going to end up in Texas. Probably going to check out San Antonio and Austin and Dallas. Probably once we get to Texas, we'll probably go to San Antonio, then check out the Great Bend and all that. But yeah, we'll take our time for this around the world trip. Like I said, I want to be reasonable, but I also want to make sure we take our time in general aviation. So GA is still an important part of this journey as well for general aviation. But yeah, I'm still going to do most of this journey with general aviation. Since GA is still a major part of my channel, it still is a major part of this. that's what I'm going to plan on doing. But I'm going to definitely check out general aviation. Yeah, I'm very excited though. We're just under 400,000 left XP from the hub, which I'm very excited for. I know I won't be around to find out when the hub's going to be about, but I'm hoping it be either Southeast Asia or Africa would be both be amazing places for us. Would be either Africa or Southeast Asia. They would both be really great spots for the next hub. Because both of those areas have some really great airports to pick from and some really cool regions of the world. This area is still very nice to fly over for sure. You got some nice hills and scenery. Definitely very nice scenery here in Brazil. Like I said, people think Brazil is mainly like tropical rainforest and all that, but in reality, Brazil is a more diverse geography than anyone gives it credit for. Obviously, you still have the Amazon rainforest up north. You still have, of course, the mighty Amazon rainforest with the river teeming with tens of thousands of species of wildlife and plants. Then, of course, you got the highlands area right around the central part of Brazil. You find a lot of highlands and plains and savannas. Then you get southeast Brazil, like Sao Paulo and Rio, with its unique mountainous formations. And now we're going to enter into where we can find good old Iguazu Falls. So we'll be talking about the falls after we land, and once we take off again on the next week, we'll talk about Iguazu Falls for a bit. So yeah, I wanted to ask you guys. I hope you guys have any really cool stuff this week, and I hope you all have a great weekend. If you guys have any got really cool plans in the chat, for me this weekend should be pretty simple. I'm just about getting nearly everything packed. We're gonna get everything set and packed ready for next Sunday's trip to Seattle. So I'm just busy planning up preparations, and I'll also be grinding some more XP for Firefly Air because guess what? Um, that's because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to prepare extra to get our airline over the hump. So, and put our airline in a good position for the next several weeks. That's what I'm hoping for. We're getting pretty close to our first stop. Yeah, this is going to be a really scenic area in this region right here. That's why I picked this airport, Falls do Aria, because it's going to be a pretty scenic airport right across from local river systems and all that. And it goes through, and basically all this sails through the Iguazu River. Is why I picked it, because it goes through the Iguazu River, and it should be a nice river landing near the river, of course. We have Greg Broom with us. Good to see you, Greg. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you coming here waiting for me. Yeah, this is a beautiful small airport to come check out. Should be a really exciting landing. Just pretty though. This area is nice. Like I said, sometimes Saturday isn't the greatest, but man, it's still pretty. With all the different rivers. Oh, look at that right there. That is a beautiful airport, guys. Right in front of us is our first landing of the day. Should be a beautiful landing here. Just stunning. But yeah, once we land here, we'll take a quick break and we'll wait to see if anyone else wants to join along with us on this flight as we prepare for the second and last leg to Iguazu Falls. Should be an absolutely beautiful leg, and this is just pretty, guys. Just gorgeous. Off, we're gonna go ahead and hour. Prepare for our first landing of the day. Yeah, this is going to be a really, really scenic landing. I found me a pretty nice little GA airport to fly over. There we go. Nice firm landing. That was a pretty nice firm landing. I got 251. That's a nice firm landing. Beautiful landing here. This airport's nice. Yeah, not many found on top of the hill. Absolutely. Yeah, I was looking at this and I saw this airport here right next to the Iguazu River, and I thought that would be a pretty scenic little GA area to visit. Worth checking out. And I see Greg in the 207. So we're gonna wait right here for just a little bit. So we're gonna wait right here for just a little bit. We're just gonna sit here for a little bit just to see if anyone else wants to join on in. So should be a fun second leg for sure. Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful airport, guys. This was a great find, and I found this airport when I was doing my flight plan. I saw this airport right next to the banks of the river, and I thought this would be an awesome place to set up as a pit stop. Prepare for the Iguazu Falls. Hey, good to see you, Airwolf. Good to see you. This is Sierra Foxtrot Alpha, my dude. The airport's official name is Falls do Area. We're right on the banks of the Iguazu River. We're going to be heading to Iguazu Falls today. We're going to fly over the Iguazu Falls, one of the world's premier waterfall systems in the world. No, seriously, it's the largest waterfall system in the world. I mean, you guys are going to be in a real treat today. We're going to be checking out an absolutely beautiful scenery here. And you can download the scenery if you guys want to fly around this airport later on. Here's the scenery for this airport. It also features the Itapu Dam as well for Sunday's trip. We'll be flying through the world's third largest hydroelectric dam. Yes, even larger than Hoover Dam. Even larger than that. That is what's going on as well. Yep, it sure is. It's a very impressive waterfall system. Let's go ahead and get back into the air, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the Iguazu Falls. So 5,000 will be our altitude still. I'm going to readjust the heading. So our adjusted heading is going to be 290 degrees. So yeah, this one's going to be 159 nautical mile leg, so we will be here for another hour. But yeah, we'll get to finally talk about we're gonna just wait here for anyone who wants to join on in. I'm gonna wait for you guys to wait up for a bit. So, let's go ahead and take off. Head on out here, guys. Server? Oh yeah, we're in the Southeast Asia server, Airwolf. Southeast Asia, my dude. Exclamation point server will give you the command to the server. Clear the forest cover. Remember, we're still in the middle of the plateau, so I mean, the views from here are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the views of this area. I mean, who imagined this being Brazil? A lot of people think, oh, it's just all rainfall. No, Brazil has her natural charm and scenery too. So. We're gonna head our way over to Iguazu Falls. So we have with us, we have Airwolf, we have Red Dragon, and we have Greg with us. So great to have you guys here. Got a bit of a convoy today to Iguazu Falls. Should be an absolutely gorgeous flight. We're cruising at around 172 knots. We're really gonna fly. So Iguazu Falls. We're going to talk about Iguazu Falls today on this stream. We're going to go talk about our topic for today, Iguazu Falls. This waterfall system, located on the border between Argentina and Brazil, they make up for together. This waterfall system makes up the largest waterfall system in the world. The falls divide the river into the upper and lower Iguazu River, as the Iguazu River rises near the heart of the city of Curitiba, and the river flows through Brazil. However, most of the falls are in Argentina. The name Iguazu comes from the Guarani or Tupi words of yi, meaning water, Iguazu fall in Yuasu, Wasu, which means big. So big water is what they named this after. Legend has it that a deity planned to marry a beautiful woman named Napi, who fled with her mortal lover in a canoe. In a rage, the deity sliced the river, creating the waterfalls and condemning the lovers to an eternal fall. But the first European to record the existence of the falls was the Spanish conquistador Alvar Nuñez Cabeza de Vaca in 1541. So yeah, this is the world's most impressive waterfall system. Insanely impressive waterfall system. Definitely one of the really cool natural wonders of the world is the Iguazu Falls. And it's definitely somewhere I really want to check out in real life. For a lot of us, I think a lot of us want to check out this area. As well. It's definitely a very, very cool place. But the main thing is the geography. So the staircase of the staircase character of the falls consists of a two-step waterfall formed by three layers of basalt. Basically, basalt is a result of a series of eruptions with basalt lava. And the steps are around 35 to 40 meters in height, or 115 to 131 feet. The Colmar basalt rock sequences are part of the 1,000-meter thick rock formation, the Serra Geral formation. And a lot of these sequences are with Viscera basalt. So basically, got a lot of basalt formations, and that's what formed a lot of the falls. Around this area is the Devil's Throat Canyon, which is around 80 to 90 meters wide, or 260 to 300 feet wide, and about 70 to 80 meters deep, or 230 to 260 feet deep. Left of the canyon, another part of the river forms another 160 to 200 more waterfalls, which merge to a single front during flooding season. Some of the Iguazu Falls ends up going to the Itapu Dam, which we will be visiting on Sunday. We'll be checking that out. But the Iguazu Falls is also arranged in a way that is shaped like the reverse letter J. And the Argentina-Brazil border runs through the Devil's Throat. So, pretty cool geography about these falls. Of course, there's multiple ways to access these falls. One of the really cool ways you can access, the falls may be reached by two main towns on either side. In Brazil, the one we're going to be visiting is Foz do Iguaçu, which is in Brazil, but there's also Puerto Iguaçu in Argentina, as well as Ciudad del Este in Paraguay, on the other side of the Paraná River. And these falls are shared by two different national parks, the Iguazu National Park in Argentina and the one in Brazil. And they're both UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So definitely worth checking out. Absolutely beautiful place. In the Brazil side, you can actually in Brazil, you could do a walkway with a canyon to the lower base of Devil's Throat, and you can often see And if you want to take an aerial tour, you can actually take helicopter rides from the Brazilian side to Iguazu Falls. However, you can't do it from Argentina because they prohibited it due to environmental impact. You can also be reached with a taxi or bus and pay an entrance fee to visit the national park. In Argentina, you can take a train into the entrance of Devil's Throat, as well as the upper lower falls through train. And you can also take for some of the other areas too. And of course, there's also lots of walkways people can walk to, and you can get an amazing view at the waterfalls. So definitely an absolutely really cool area to visit, transport yourself into the waterfalls. Now, how does the Iguazu Falls exactly compare to some of the other waterfalls? Well, let me just put this. And a fun story was with Eleanor Roosevelt. When she visited Iguazu back during her time as First Lady, she mentioned, reportedly explained, poor Niagara. Which is at first when you think, oh, Niagara's pretty big. To put this comparison, Niagara is about 50 meters smaller, 50 meters shorter, or 165 feet shorter than Iguazu. Not just to put it in comparison, it's also compared to Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe, which we will also be checking out as well on our trip. And I do have the scenery for that thanks to Jefferson, of course. Iguazu is wider than Victoria Falls, but split into 275 distinct falls, whereas Victoria is the large current of water. But basically, if you want comparisons to Niagara and Victoria, in terms of height, it's shorter than Victoria Falls, but it's much taller than Niagara. Right in the middle in height. It is wider. It's the widest waterfall system in terms of width. In fact, it's a good almost 3,000 feet more than Victoria Falls in width. And its flow rate is far higher. Its highest recorded flow is far higher than both Victoria and Niagara put together. But its mean flow rate is still less than Niagara. But what I'm trying to get at is Iguazu Falls is some of the most wonderful natural fall scenery on the globe. So it's definitely one of the really cool waterfall systems on. And of course, in terms of pop culture, it's been featured in a lot of movies, including the following: Mr. Magoo in 1987, Miami Vice, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of Crystal Skull, Survivor Code Cantons was filmed here. Captain America Civil War and Black Panther were be featured in some movies as well. So tons of movies featured here at the TV shows and movies that were filmed here were featured these Iguazu Falls. Yeah, it's a brilliant piece of natural scenery. So yeah, I hope you guys like the notes for the mighty Iguazu Falls. beautiful scenery here today. Be very, very excited to check it out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the falls when we get there. Okay. Wheel mounts. Make your way over. So yeah, we're just about 100 nautical miles out from our final destination. We'll be getting ready to get going. be making our way over. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this week, for the Bremen flight that's gonna come out with Two-Tone Murphy's Community. Should be a nice flight for sure. I've done the Bremen flight nearly every year since I've been part of the community. Yeah, I'm excited to tell you guys more notes about Paraguay on Sunday. It should be pretty exciting though. Get to learn more about another overlooked South American country. Be a beautiful flight. We're getting there pretty much for sure. So. Yeah, for the rest of the journeys, we'll be exploring more and more of South America. I know beautiful scenery here today. Just, I know it's not the most mountain scenery, but it's definitely pretty nice scenery for the most part today. Hey, Filthy, good to see you, Filthy. Come on in, my dude. We're about to make we're not too far from Iguazu Falls. This is where we're going to be visiting today. Um, at, at the massive Iguazu Falls. Should be a beautiful trip here. We're preparing, after this, we'll be preparing for Sunday's expedition over to Paraguay. We'll be checking that out. I hope you enjoy your weekend, my dude. So, so yeah, so far I really enjoyed my time in Brazil. It was a bunch of fun learning about Brazilian history, culture, traditions. I mean, Brazil, if you guys haven't checked out in the sim, Brazil is a wonderful place to fly. Tons of great cities all across the area. So, yeah, um, so I got plenty of notes prepared for Paraguay next week. For Sunday, I got all the history stuff, all the not only history, culture, and all that. I got all that prepared for Paraguay on Sunday. So once we get here, we'll gonna go ahead and just sit down to 3,000 feet. Gonna go ahead and just um. I mean, look at this. We even got shades too on this thing. I forgot. Yeah, I do find like this thing a lot. The good old. But yeah, we're not far at all from the Iguazu Falls. And by the way, we'll also spend some time circle around the falls and take some pictures and get to see the Iguazu Falls in glorious detail. Yeah, it seems like we're getting to approach the falls, so let's go ahead and prepare. See how much. I don't think we're that much far away from the falls. Okay, we're now in the Amazon. Now we're in the Iguazu National Park in Argentina. We're now in the Iguazu Park in Argentina. We're getting very, very close to our flight. Should be a really exciting flight, for sure. I think I could see Iguazu Falls in the distance. Yeah, we are getting very, very close. Just enjoying ourselves today. And here we are, guys. Iguazu Falls, dead ahead. Oh man, she looks amazing. Oh, this is gonna be exciting, everyone. This is what I got the scenery for today. So we can do this. Here it is. The mighty, the incredible Iguazu Falls. I'm going to go ahead and take off the autopilot. Down. Oh, yeah, this scenery more... Yeah, this definitely proves the falls. Oh, look at the state of this. Oh, my gosh. Poor Niagara. Poor Niagara would be an understatement. Iguazu Falls. Oh, poor Niagara. Just imagine if this is still really nice though. Though that being said, I would love to see Jefferson put out something similar for this. I mean, he's already worked on Niagara, and he's already worked on both Niagara and Victoria. I would like to see Jefferson try his hand on the Iguazu Falls. I think he'll eventually get to do it. Look at that, guys. Iguazu Falls. Definitely a pretty nice little upgrade for the scenery for sure. It's better than defaults. beautiful Iguazu Falls, guys. That is. We have one final slide for today, and that is flows to Iguazu International, opened back in 1974, serves and provides air connections to the falls located at Iguazu Park. So this is the main airport. It connects to several Brazilian destinations. So that will wrap up the last slides, and this will be the ending of our final flight for this journey into Brazil. That's because Sunday we'll be checking out let's go ahead and make our final landing here. Yeah, this is a Cataros International. That was a very smooth landing, guys. That's a perfect landing. From this area. I'll just park right here. Guys, and that will wrap up today's flight. Guys, this was a great stream. Nice chill stream. And we made it to Iguazu Falls. Absolutely stunning waterfall system. So we will be back here on Sunday. We'll be traveling through the country of Paraguay. A start of a brand new South American country. So thank you so much, guys. We'll set up the raid. I'll set up the raid for you guys. I hope you guys have a great start to your weekend. Take care, everyone, and have a great start to your all's weekend. Goodbye, everyone.